is a bar graph. And what's indicated by this bar graph is the frequency based upon the number of family members in a domicile. Now, this word domicile may not be something that's familiar to you. What that means is a living residence. So family members might live in the same address, and so everybody who lives together in that same address is referred to a domicile. So you might live with your grandparents, right? Maybe you have your grandparents and your mom, and you, your brother, and your sister. So however many people that is, that's what's being counted down here. All right, now let me open up my cursor app. It doesn't automatically load when I turn off the computer and turn it on. So I got to do this. Okay. All right. Okay, so there's either one family member in the domicile, or two, or three, or four, or five, or six. So according to the data that we have, we're not looking at 7, 8, 9, 10, or more. Right? And so we want to find the number of data items, the mode, the median, the mean, and the percentage of the population that has 5 or more family members. Okay? All right, so the first thing we want to do is count how many people are represented by this bar graph display of data. It's the first thing we want to do. And that's just basically finding the frequencies represented by each bar and adding those frequencies up. Okay, so on top of each bar, I'm going to go ahead and you know this, but just to make sure. So it looks like there's one member domicile. Looks like there's 3 2-member domiciles. Looks like there's 11 3-member domiciles, and then 12 4-member domiciles, 15 5-member domiciles, and it looks like there's only 6 6-member domiciles. Okay, so when we add those up, you'll find out the number of data items. So 1 plus 3 plus 11 plus 12 plus 15 plus 6. Okay, did anybody get that? Anybody get that calculation? All right. There's 48. So 48 domiciles are represented. Now, that's not how many people. To find out how many people, we'd actually have to multiply. So there's 3 groups of 2 people, 1 group of 1 person, 11 groups of 3 people, 12 groups of 4 people, 15 groups of 5 people, and 6 groups of 6 people. So if we can find the number of people, that's not the same thing as the number of frequency. All right? Okay? All right, so the mode. The mode would be the most frequent item, which is 5. So the most frequent number of people in a domicile is 5. So this would be where the mode is. Okay, now the median. Okay, so that's where we got to find out position in the median. So there's 48 domiciles located here. If we put them in order, we're going to have 1 1, 2 3s, 3 2s, 11 3s, 12 4s, 15 5s, and 6 6s. So we could put that in order if we wanted to. It's not necessary. All right, So we'll give you n plus 1 divided by 2. So 48 plus 1 divided by 2, which is 24.5. And this is where the median is located once we have the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s put in order, which we could do if we had to. But it's really unnecessary because we can just look at this bar graph and figure out in which bar would we be in between the 24th and 25th number. That's what this means. In between the 24th and 25th number. Okay, well, let's see. Well, there's 1 less than or equal to 1. There's 4 less than or equal to 2, so the 4th number would have been a 2. The 5th number starts in the next group. The 5th number is going to be a 3. Okay, so how many are less than or equal to 3? Well, we'll add the 11. So there's 15 domiciles less than or equal to 3. All right, so the 15th number would have been in the 3 bar. The 16th number starts in the next bar. The 16th number would have been a 4. Okay, so how many numbers are less than or equal to 4? We'll add the 12, 27. Okay, so we're going from the 16th number to the 27th number. That's where the 24th and 25th number is, so that's where the median is. The median is 4. Okay, now the mean value, this is where we got to calculate and then divide by how many there are. Okay, so get the mean, we got the 1 times 1. We get 3 2s, so 3 times 2. We got 11 3s, so 11 times 3. We got 12 4s, so 12 times 4. We got 15 5s, so 15 times 5. And we got 6 6s, so 6 times 6. So my dot here means times, by the way. And then how many total domiciles did we have? We had 48. So that would get you the mean. I'm going to finish the calculation for you. I'm going to have you guys do that on your own. All right, so, and then divide by the 48. Okay. So now we're looking at number 5. If we use this data to estimate what percentage of the population do we expect to have 5 or more family members. So what would the number be out of 100? This is out of 48. Okay. How many total domiciles do we have 5 or more? Well, that's these 2 bars. So 15 plus 6 would be the number out of 48. 15 plus 6 is 21. So solve that problem. That's what we mean when we say percentage. Convert the basic proportion, which is out of 48, to be out of 100. That's what the percent means. So for you to solve that problem. Again, there are the shortcuts that we've been looking at. You can divide and move the decimal if you want. If you prefer the cross multiply, then that'll be fine.